Do you want to know all the weak forms in English? Hi, I'm Wayne. I'm going to show you the weak forms of English words. As, weak form, is. For example, good as gold. His, weak form, is. For example, that's his dog. That, weak form, that. For example, books that I read. He, weak form, e. For example, does he know? Was, weak form, was. For example, I was wrong. For, weak form, for. For example, it's for you. Are, weak form, er. For example, they're wrong. At, weak form, it. For example, look at me. Have, weak form, of. For example, should have known. From, weak form, from. For example, I'm from Hong Kong. But, weak form, but. For example, sad but true. Some, weak form, some. For example, here's some money. You, weak form, ya. For example, see ya. Had, weak form, it. For example, I'd heard it. The, weak form, the. For example, the dog. Of, weak form, of. For example, sort of. And, weak form, an. For example, Tom and Jerry. A, weak form, for example, a dog. Can, weak form, can. For example, I can do it. Were, weak form, were. For example, if I were you. Do, weak form, the. For example, what they like. Will, weak form, ill. For example, it'll rain. And, weak form, an. For example, an apple. Does, weak form, does. For example, does he know? Must, weak form, must. For example, I must do it. Us, weak form. For example, let's do it. Your, weak form, your. For example, that's your dog. Them, weak form, them. For example, get them. Her, weak form, her. For example, that's her dog. Him, weak form, him. For example, look at him. Has, weak form, z. For example, he's done it. Could, weak form, could. For example, I could do it. Than, weak form, than. For example, more than that. Been, weak form, been. For example, I've been there. Should, weak form, should. For example, I should do it. Am, weak form, For example, I'm good. Shall, weak form, shall. For example, I shall do it. Is, weak form, z. For example, it's me. Did you know all of them before? Tell me in the comment section below. If you want to know more about learning a standard English accent, click the link below to get a free gift. This video ends here. See ya.